in the runoff for the Democratic nomination for governor face off tonight in their only debate.
And we'll be bringing that to you live at 7 o'clock on KXAN.com, our website. And KXAN's political reporter Phil Prazen live with candidates ahead of tonight's debate. It's at St. James Episcopal Church in East Austin. Phil?
Well, Robert, we're just minutes away from the first and only debate of the Democratic primary for the candidate for governor, and we're here with one of them, Mr. Andrew White. Thanks for joining us.
Absolutely. Happy to be here.
So you've been pushing for this debate. Now you finally have the chance to do it. What is your goal going forward tonight?
Well, we want to explain my vision for the future of Texas, my plan for education, for health care, criminal justice, gun safety. There's so many issues that a governor needs to lead on and that our governor is not leading on. So that's what we're going to talk about today.
So you've been somewhat looked at as the underdog in this race, right? Many people call you a moderate, and that's why you're having trouble, I guess, getting time, right? And so what do you have to do tonight to fight back against some of those criticisms?
Well, you know what? I'm a Democrat. Call me what you want. At the end of the day, I'm a Democrat. I was born a Democrat, raised a Democrat, will always be a Democrat. And so we're going to talk about that today. We're going to talk about democratic values, the values of fairness, the values of equality. That's what makes the Democratic Party important, and that's the message that the Democratic Party shares with the rest of the state. And so we're going to talk about that tonight, and then we're going to apply that into policy, how we can bring fairness and equality into education, into health care, and other areas as well.
Now, you're going to hear the questions. They've come up before in this campaign of you're personally pro-life. How are you going to respond to that question on that in a very liberal crowd that we're about to see?
Sure. My personal issue or my personal stance on this has come up throughout the campaign. But you know what? It's just that. It's personal. I trust women to make their own health care decisions. I support Roe v. Wade. And if any legislation comes across my desk when I'm governor, I veto it. So there is a difference between being personally pro-life but also supporting Roe v. Wade. And recently, Cecile Richards at Planned Parenthood agreed with me and said there is room for that perspective, just like Joe Biden, just like Tim Kaine.
Now, you have to beat Lupe Valdez before you take on Governor Abbott, but what's the biggest difference between you and Sheriff Valdez?
Well, you know what? I'm running my own race. My race is to bring sanity and reason back to state government. I believe I have the best chance at beating Greg Abbott in November. And Democratic Party voters need to pick a candidate who can win. And I'm that candidate.
Thank you so much for your time, Mr. White. Good luck tonight.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Thank you. And we'll have coverage from that debate on KXAN.com. We're here waiting for Sheriff Lupe Valdez, but let me give you a little background on these two candidates. Andrew White, he's lived in the governor's mansion before as a teenage son of former Texas Governor Mark White. He's the president of an equity firm. He has not been active in politics, but made the decision to join the race after his father's death last August. White told the Statesman that incumbent Governor Greg Abbott's leadership style is the antithesis of his father's. Now, for Sheriff Lupe Valdez, she served 4 terms as sheriff of Dallas County before stepping down late last year to run for governor. She also served as the captain in the U.S. Army and as a federal agent. She's the daughter of migrant farm workers. Valdez had a conflict with Governor Abbott in 2015 when she announced the Dallas County Sheriff's Office would not turn over all undocumented offenders to federal immigration officers. Instead, they do so on a case-by-case basis. The conflict was one of the motivating factors in Abbott's push for anti-sanctuary cities legislation. And she's here with us today before the debate.
Hey.
Good to see you. Thanks so much for joining us, Sheriff.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so here we are finally one-on-one with you and Mr. Andrew White. What's your goal here going forward?
Well, I want to be clear that they hear my message. I am the candidate of the everyday Texan, and they need to hear my values and what I stand for, and know that I will continually fight for them.
Now, you'll hear some of the questions probably about some of the recent criticism of your campaign, the Jolt endorsing Mr. White, Dallas Morning News. What's your big message to people who are shaky after those?
You know what? He may have the votes of the newspapers, but I have the votes of the people. You will hear a list of endorsements, and you will hear the groups and the grassroots folks that have endorsed me. And I think we'll continue to discuss our issues, and at the end, we'll see which one comes out. The main endorsement is the voters.
And so you're going to be on stage with Mr. White. What's the biggest difference in your view between you and Mr. White?
Well, there's several, and I think you will be able to hear them during the debates.
Well, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate your time. Thank you very much. And we'll have coverage of that debate on KXAN.com. And